Good morning. What's good, y'all? Y'all know who it is, man. His favorite truck. I'm back reporting live from the gridiron here in Fort Worth, Texas. Got loaded. Finna head to Texarkana, man. Safe travels today, people. Let's have a good Friday. Let's end the week on a good note. You know what I'm talking about? So I'll keep y'all updated.
Meanwhile.
What's good, y'all? Uh-oh. What's good, y'all? I'm back, man. Let's just say, man, my DTL is a G, man. Because I called him this morning and told him the situation about me not getting to Texarkana at 10. And then as I'm getting to, actually really as I'm on my way to Texarkana, fighting traffic and whatnot, there's a lot of updates going on my tablet. I'm like, man, all these updates, man. And then he calls me, but it rings once, then he hangs up. So it gets my attention. I'm like, you know I'm driving, right? And so I was like, okay, I pull over, try to find a nice, secure parking place, just to pull over real quick, just to holler to see what's up. And he was like, I'm glad I got your attention, because he was saying that the Coca-Cola in Texarkana closes at noon. I didn't want you to drive all the way there and be a wasted drive. God is good all the time, and especially on this Feel Good Focus Friday, man. That was heaven sent right there, man. So I had to come back to the OC, drop that trailer for a relay, and do my safe track, which is basically meet with a safety guy and talk about all the things that, you know, how it's been since I've been on the road, for is like, you know, the different things that they monitor. They have, you know, all this, everything's pretty much computerized, pretty much. And he was saying that, to make a long story short, he was on the phone for about an hour and 10 minutes. He was saying that, keep doing what you're doing. You're doing a good job. And I'm like, man, thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Like, just keep doing what you're doing. Make these small improvements here or there, and you'll be good to go. And I'm like, man, I can't think nothing but God. Continuously thank him, man. Like, wow. So now I got an empty, had dropped that load, pick up an empty. Now I'm heading to Irving to drop this empty, pick up my load for Monday, and then heading to the crib, dog. But hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Friday. I'll keep you guys updated, man. God is good, man. God works in mysterious ways, man. You just gotta see the positives and everything. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see the positives, man. Continue to look at them that way, and let's continue to have a good Friday. You know what I'm talking about?
Eventually.
What's good, y'all? Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy, man. I'm at a truck stop here in Terrell, Texas, man. I had to check my weight. I felt too heavy on my tandems. I felt like it. I said, man, I gotta get it scaled, man. Glad I did, because I had 36,560 on my tandems and 31,640 on my drives. And where the hole was, it was on, not the first one, it was on the second hole. And I was like, I gotta go back at least seven. And I think that's gonna make a difference, man. Definitely think it's gonna make a difference. And secondly, man, that Coca-Cola facility, man, in Irving, man, first time there, it was a nightmare. Every driver that I was there kept saying it was a nightmare. The yard man, my DBL, I met him in a situation where I didn't want to meet him in. And you know, every dog has his day, and it's happened to I'm sure every driver at some point. Let's just say when I was backing in the spot, there was only one spot left, and they was like, park on the fence line, and I'm like, man, this spot's my first time I gotta park in this spot, so it's like, I can't be no bitch. So I was like, let me get this thing in here. You know, drivers were helping me and this and that. I should just listen to my gut set of the other 4 drivers. But, you know, it is, I appreciate them helping, you know what I'm saying? And they didn't have to, and you know, I could have got it in there, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was tight, really tight, but let's just say my first time to meet my DBL, I got too close to a Coca-Cola trailer, and he wasn't for sure if the scratch the first scratches were from me or from some or already there, because he couldn't see, there was no paint transferred from the red trailer to the white, so he couldn't tell. But he said, well, let's file a claim anyway. And I'm like, my heart just sank, man, because it was like, I should have got out and looked, but I know, I knew it was going to be tight, and he kept saying this is a tight fit. Even the yard guy helped me. I got to drop the trailer and he got it. He couldn't even put it in there. It was so tight. But I had to file a claim, and it's number 2. On the first one, it happened in Nacogdoches 2 weeks ago, and the guy on the loading dock was like, hey man, you too far to the right, come to your left, back in the middle, because so the platform could come out so they get to the trailer. I said, okay, cool. So I swung left to miss the rain gutter and this pole, and ultimately took down their rain gutter. Let's just say that. And they filed a claim 2 days later, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, fine. Could have been worse. And then today, he couldn't tell if it was for me or nothing because there was no paint transferred. So he was like, let's just do it just in case to save our behinds. And I'm like, so that right there put me in the mood. And I was like, confidence was shot, man. I'm not going to lie. Confidence was shot. Because I know it could have been a hell of a lot worse. And I could have been, I could have got out and looked. But, I still would have made a difference to me to get in that spot. So it is what it is. Still learning. Definitely confidence was shot, man. I didn't want to be bothered, didn't want to talk to nobody. I was beyond flustered, man. I almost didn't want to drive home. I just wanted to pull over and just get in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? But it took a little bit, then after that, I got stuck in traffic for like an hour. Then I was like, it just kept, it was just on me. It was just on me. It was just on me. Now I'm here and the truck stop had to get scaled, and man, bro, yeah. Like I said, I know things could have been worse, and I'm thankful that they weren't. And I understand that really technically been out here a month and a half on my own. To basically not have a blemish on ever on my driver's license, than to have a rain gutter and possible scratches from you, but not for sure. But let's just do this anyway. And I'm like, so basically, he's gonna have to set up some backing to see how well I can back. Man, it started out from this this afternoon when I had talked to my safety guy. He said, keep doing what you're doing a good job. For as a lot of drivers have struggled with this, that, and the other, and he's like, you're doing a good job, keep doing what you're doing, but improve on certain areas on your tablet. I'm like, okay, cool. As far as my activities, what I be doing my post trips, for as just different little knickknacks they got on there, so it's like, okay, cool. And then that to happen, to meet him for the first time, and then that situation, confidence was shot, man. I can't lie. But just got to continue to take my lumps, man. And I feel like that was one of my biggest strengths, was backing. One of my biggest strengths, you feel me? But it happens to the best of us, man. You just got to take your lumps, man. Swallow it, put your pride to the side, and let's make it happen, Captain. So I want to make this quick video real quick to vent for a second. And then, like I said, while I was getting my weight distributed right, I think it's right. I got a feeling it's right, especially where it's at now. So I definitely feel it as I take off. And might be my last video, but I might send another video, say when I touch down in Tyler, and kind of go from there, because I got 3 hours and 20 minutes left on my clock. It's gonna probably be at least another hour before I get there. And enjoy this weekend, because I know I'm about to leave early Monday morning, leave about 3 a.m. no later than 3:15 to make sure I give myself enough time just in case anything happens. But I'm gonna enjoy my weekend and kind of go from there, man. But just know, man, you can't take things for granted, man. You got to get out and look. You got to be safe, man. You got to be smart. You know, I'm still learning. You know, still learning, man. Still learning. But y'all hang in there, man. We're going to get through this thing together, man. It's a lot of learning, a lot of experiences, man. And I got to continue to share these stories with you guys, man. You know, nobody's perfect, man. Even though we strive to be, but nobody's perfect, man. You got to see the silver lining in each situation. Count your blessings, man, and make the best of it. You know what I'm talking about? So, like I said, I'm going to get back on this road, man, and finish out this trip on a good note. You know what I'm talking about? So, until the next episode,